So this is my cable management in the SM580. We got a Commander Pro, Lighting Node Pro, and 860 Evo, each of which need a SATA power connection. So those are all jammed down here. 4 RGB fans, power for the fans. Here we have the USB pass-through for the NZXT X63 cooler. And there's our SSD connection. Cable managing the cooler, there is a tight angle right here on the USB. It'll only mount like this, with the tubes facing up like that, on this Z390i Strix board. This connection coming out of the cooler, I actually unclipped 4 of the wires that I wasn't using, which connect to the NZXT Hue lighting device controller. I'll show you how I did that in a little bit. Power for the pump comes off that connection, and I wrapped it around that screw that plugs into the AIO pump header down here. The power cable is routed through the PCIe riser, and the excess is looped down there and then plugs into the power supply. Only one USB Type A, which is kind of a bummer, but oh well. This is the connector that goes into the side of the NZXT Kraken X63. It has the AIO pump power, goes into the motherboard, and a SATA power for the RGB, and this NZXT Hue lighting controller connector. What I did was unpin the NZXT controller connector from the connector that goes into the AIO. These are the pins, and of course you should label them so you know how to put them back when the time comes. Now all 4 are back in. You have your complete mess of cables now. I'm going to show you how to unpin these to make your build a little bit cleaner. Once you have them labeled, take a knife, be very careful, don't injure yourself, and just pry up on the plastic here. Give it a little bit of a pry and then give it a tug and it'll come out. These others won't come out because I haven't pried them yet, see? It's right where that silver is, right behind that where the black starts, the black plastic starts, just get under there. There it goes. 2 more. It's a little easier if you come from the side. Don't pry too hard or else you'll break the plastic off. That's it. Now you get rid of this mess. If you're not using the NZXT lighting controller, then you're left with the only 2 things that you need, which is AIO pump power and RGB SATA power. That was a little walk around of the cable management in the Sliger SM580.